Hello Year 2, today we're going to look at division, and in preparation for today I have done a word bank over to the right hand side of words that this symbol represents. So we've first of all got grouping, then we've got sharing, and the most important really is the word equally, because it's really important to remember when you're dividing, when you're sharing, all groups have to be equal. And it's then that if they're not equal, that we start to ask questions about our methods. So, we're first of all going to have a look at sharing, and I've started with the number sentence 6 divided by 2. This is on your work for today, so that's one question done. So, really, this number sentence, the story that this number sentence tells is that we've got 6 objects, and we want to share them or divide them between 2 groups or 2 people, whichever way you want to think about it. And your answer will be what each of those groups have between them. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw our 2 groups, because we're dividing into two parts. And if it makes it a bit easier for you, you can name those groups. So you could say your name and maybe your brother or sister's name or your mum or dad's name, like we do at school. Then you're going to share 6 objects between those 2 groups, and you're going to do it one by one until you've run out. And it's really helpful to make sure that you're counting as you go along so that you don't forget when to stop or what your number is or what it should be. So we're going to start off with this one. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, as you can see, I've drawn my dots in a really lovely straight line here, and they're really clear and easy to read when I have to come back to count them. So this group has got 3 and this group has got 3, so that must mean 6 divided by 2 is 3, because both groups have got the same amount and they've both got 3 each. Moving over to grouping. Grouping is slightly different to sharing. We start off by drawing our dots, and then we put the dots into groups of 3, because our sentence here tells us today that we have 18 objects, 18 dots, and we want to share them equally into 3 groups. Now, we're going to do that this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of these dots into groups of 3. So I'm going to start off here. There's my first group of 3, my second group of 3. I'm going to keep going until I've got no dots left. And there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to count up my dots. I'm going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now, because I've got 6 groups, I've made 6 equal groups from 18 dots grouped into 3s. That means that my answer must be 6. Now, if I had used the sharing method to solve this problem, I'd still get the answer of 6. Number line method. So when we are looking at number sentences that have slightly bigger numbers, like 36 divided by 9, we might want to use an empty number line. So what we're going to do is we're going to count up in 9s until we get to 36, and at that point we're going to stop. So starting our number line at 0, we're going to add 9, which obviously takes us to 9. We're going to add another 9, which will bring us to 18. It's okay to count on your fingers to do this, or to use a 100 square or another method to help you. We're going to add another 9, which will take us to 27. Note that we still haven't reached 36 yet, so we still have to keep going. We're going to add another 9, which will then take us to the magic number 36. At that point we stop, we don't go any further, and we then come back and we count our jumps, and we see how many jumps we've made. We've done 1, 2, 3 and 4. And that tells us that our answer must be 4.